Hi guys, thank you for checking in. My name is Angela Olmos, and if you're not familiar with me, I am a licensed real estate agent in the Northeast Florida area. I am also a mom, a wife, a friend, and I'll love to give you guys some information that I very frequently get asked as to which way is best for a buyer to go, whether to buy brand new construction or a resale. So I wanted to bring you guys some information that would definitely help you decide which is the best way for you to go and hopefully bring a lot of value to you. So I'll try to do this on a rapid way, but I want to make sure that I cover all the highlights that I have prepared here for you. So differences between buying brand new construction versus a resale. One of the obvious reasons, obviously, would be energy efficiency, right? Now, a lot of builders now in this industry are using great energy efficiency materials that are going to help you live in that home and enjoy lower electric bills. Things like low-E windows, the type of windows that don't let the heat penetrate into the inside of the house on the hot summer months, will help you save tremendously on your electric bill. Things like a radon barrier installed in the attic is one of those things that a lot of builders are using, depending on which builder it is, of course, but this can help keep the attic cooler, making your air conditioning and actually keeping the cooler air inside the house, so your air conditioning doesn't have to work quite as hard. There's usually upgraded insulation with brand new construction and higher energy efficiency on your AC unit and your appliances, again, saving you a substantial amount of money while living in that home. In fact, some of the builders here in Northeast Florida have actually gotten really great at showing the buyers the differences between the two. So this is just an average example of what a typical 2,000 square foot home would cost in terms of electricity on a monthly basis. So here you can see on the left-hand side, an average electric bill on a resale home that was previously built, depending on how old it is, of course, could be as much as $190 a month versus a brand new home built by a national builder using all of the elements that I just mentioned could be as low as $95 a month. So that could be $100 savings monthly, $1,200 a year. That could definitely add up. That could possibly be an additional family vacation for you and your family, or maybe perhaps could help you afford a larger home. So definitely take a look at that. Big benefit with brand new construction is energy efficiency. Now, another thing that brand new construction will allow you to do is personalization. How great is that, considering this is your home? If this is one that you're thinking of living in, might be nice to put your personal stamp on it. So with this process, you'll be able to select the floor plan, the structural options, any interior and exterior features, and colors and styles. Now, this is a process, so it really just depends on where you come into the process. If you're coming in at the very beginning, you might actually be able to select the home site you want that home to be built on. Like I said, the floor plan, any structural options, you might still be able to modify. If you purchase a home that's in the process of already being built, these things may have already been predetermined by the builder on the offset of construction. And some may or may not allow you to jump in the middle of the process and select some of the interior and exterior upgrades. So if you're really looking to have all the benefits of personalization, it's a great way to start at the very beginning, selecting everything from scratch. And that's one of the things that you can definitely enjoy with brand new construction. Another thing, the timeline. So let's think in terms of the timeline. Now, if you're building from the ground up, the average time that it would take for a home to get built in Northeast Florida now would be an average, say average, between 3 to 6 months. Now, this will include things like getting the permits from the county, having the architectural drawings completed, having all of your selections made at the design studio, where in comparison, and having the home built, of course. Now, in comparison to a resale, resales are already built, right? So it really just depends. Now, I will say this, there is an exception with brand new construction. A lot of the larger builders in Northeast Florida have a tendency to keep inventory homes. And inventory is great because these are homes that are still brand spanking new, that they've determined they're going to go ahead and build and sell through the process of those homes being built. So depending on where you find it, you might find a home that's about to be completed, yet you enjoy the benefits of brand new, but you don't have to wait quite as long. And it really just depends on what time you find that home and through the process of being built. So I'd love to help you with that. Another thing that you get to enjoy with brand new construction is the warranties and the follow-up that come along with buying one of these homes. In comparison to a resale, typically when you close on a resale, you get your keys and that's your home. You are now the owner and you have full responsibility of anything that comes along with that. Now, you can always purchase a warranty or negotiate a warranty at the time of sale for a resale. However, with the brand new construction, you get that included without having to renegotiate or purchase separately, as well as post-closing follow-up. And this is key, guys. As you're getting settled into your new home, you might find things that you might need to adjust or fix. Well, most builders would have a post-closing follow-up process that you'll be able to enjoy and call on them directly without any sort of deductibles or anything like that to be able to have things adjusted. So that's one of the things. Now, cost-wise, on average, yes, new construction is going to cost more. However, if you think of the savings that you're going to enjoy while living in that home in terms of energy efficiency, well, it might average out. It really just depends on the price point. Another thing that you'll find is that it also depends on the timing when you come in to negotiate with a builder. I know of a lot of great national builders that have end of their fiscal year where they are more aggressive on their pricing. They need to move more inventory and they might actually be more willing to negotiate at those times of the year when they're finishing their fiscal year. Also, another thing would be how high of a demand that community might have. If it's a community that is absolutely on fire because everybody wants to get in there, well, there might not be so much room for negotiation. But if it's a community that might actually just be closing out and only have a few homes left, then that might be a time to come in and get a great deal. Now with resale, pretty much you can negotiate on those things, but there's typically closing costs that are shared between the buyer and the seller. With new construction, you have some benefits that most builders would offer by using their preferred lenders. They typically would include some sort of closing cost allowance for you to enjoy in terms of savings, as well as possibly some allowances that you could use towards upgrades at their design studios. So there's definitely a cost advantage with that if you take a look at it that way. And most importantly, what I wanted to wrap up this presentation with is the time is always right to do what is right, as the great Martin Luther King said. So one of the things that I definitely think is that if you are renting, okay, it doesn't matter whether you are going brand new or resale. It is always a good thing to buy a home. You get to enjoy a lot of financial benefits that come along with, growing your equity in terms of savings for you and your family. There's also some tax advantages. If you're taking on a mortgage, you get to deduct the interest from the mortgage from your personal income taxes. Great thing as well. And most importantly, get out of the rental race, because those rentals could not ever help you save on anything. At the end of the year, you've just basically used all that money and you don't have anything else to show for it. With a brand new home or even a resale, of course, either way, you're going to be able to accrue that equity into your home. So either way, I hope that you were able to get some good tips as to whether it's best for you to go brand new or resale. I'd love to help you out. I have personal experience selling both of these, and I have all the knowledge and all the wisdom to be able to show you what might be best for you. I would love to have a personalized consultation to see where you're at in your time frame, what's important to you, what kind of budget we're working with, and perhaps recommend which strategy might be best for you. So if you'd like to connect with me, I'm going to go ahead and include a link to my blog on the description of this post. And I look forward to you clicking on that so that you can learn more about the process of purchasing a new home, as well as connecting with me, of course. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and share this. Please do share this with anyone that you know of who might be in the process of either buying, selling, or investing in real estate. And I'll talk to you very soon.